Hey everyone, we're going to sketch the given hyperbola and find the equations of its asymptotes. Alright, so basically let's fix this up so we can write it in this form here. So what you do is you group your x's together, group your y's together, which we only have that one y, and then we're going to move this 24 over here. That's your constant. All right. Now we're going to complete the square for this. So I'm going to pull out a 4. So that's going to be x squared plus 2x. And when you complete this square, it's going to be plus 1. Then we still have, we can't complete the square for this one. Now, what we're adding to the left-hand side is 4 times 1. So we're going to have to add 4 here. Now to condense this, we're going to get 4 times x plus, take half of the 2, 1 squared, minus 5 y squared equals negative 20. And if you divide everything by negative 20, you're going to get x plus 1 squared divided by negative 5 plus y squared divided by 4 equals 1. So what we're going to do is rearrange this to make it in this format. So we're going to have y squared divided by 4 minus x plus 1 squared divided by 5. I just pulled the negative out, equals 1. All right, so basically this means this is just a translation. Compared to this graph here, this is a translation with negative 1 unit along the x axis. All right, that just means my center here is going to be negative 1, 0. So that's your center, and we're going to graph these. Our lead, however, is y. So our foci is going to be on our y-axis. That means our a equals, and you just take the square root of 4. So that's going to be 2. And your b is going to equal square root of what's under the x. So that's going to be square root of 5. So to get the foci, that's just going to equal c squared equals a squared plus b squared, which equals 4 plus 5, which equals 9. So c equals plus or minus 3. So let's write all this out. We're going to have the foci, and the foci is going to be on your y. So what you do is you write this translation here. So I just copied down my center, and then we're going to have 0 plus 3. And then we also have negative 1, 0 minus 3. That's going to give me negative 1, 3, and negative 1, negative 3. All right. Then your vertices are going to be your a part. So your a is 2. So that is also going to go on your y. So we're going to put that as vertices equal negative 1, comma, and we're putting 2, and negative 1, comma, negative 2. All right, so let's try to graph a little bit of what we have. We have a new center, and I'm just sketching it. It says sketch, so you don't need a grid. And it's at negative 1, comma, 0, so I'll put that right there. And then we have our foci at, let's see, negative 1, comma, 3. So I'll go up 1, 2, 3. And negative 1, comma, negative 3. And your vertices were at 2 and negative 2 on the y. All right. Also, under our x, we had square root of 5. So it's a little bigger than 2. So if I go out, and I'm going out on this, so I'll just go out a little bit more than 2 here. put that here. And what you can do is just draw a little box here on your A and B part. And from your vertices, you're going to swing up here, swing like that. And here's your vertices here that we got, and it goes out like this. All right, so it looks a little bit like this. It's just that we shifted it from the center here. All right, now what else do we have to do? Get the asymptotes. So the thing with the asymptotes is you can kind of see it from here. All right, so all you do with the asymptotes is you write your equation of the line. So we have y squared divided by 4 minus x plus 1 squared divided by 5 equals 1. So basically what we're going to do is use point slope form. So we take our y minus 0 equals, and then you're going to do m, that's your slope, times x, whatever's here, plus 1. So you just copy that down and you need your slope. Well, the slope is just going to be this number here squared. It's going to be plus and minus, by the way, because we have two asymptotes. We have this one and this one that goes through that center. All right. So basically all you do is you take your slope is going to equal plus or minus a square root of a divided by square root of b squared. So these are the squares. So this is going to equal plus or minus 2 divided by square root of 5. And usually what I do, I don't worry about the a and b part. I know that slope is y divided by x. Rise over run, right? So I look what's under the y, take the square root of it. And so this is going to be plus or minus and 2. And then I look whatever's under the x and then square root it. So that's square root of 5. Also, you can write this as y equals plus or minus, if you want to rationalize the denominator, this would be 2 square root of 5 divided by 5 times x plus 1. All right, so the main thing is getting the slope, because the rest is you just take your center and use that as your point. And then to find the slope, you look under the y, look under the x. Y goes on top, x goes on the bottom. So there's your asymptotes. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.